largemouth blenny, Labrosomus santi, is a largemouth blenny found in the tropical eastern Pacific that reaches about 8 inches long. Despite its name of blennies, it's not exactly a comb-toothed blenny like some of the species people are more familiar with, but it's part of the family Labrosomidae, Labrosomid blennies. It primarily feeds on crustaceans with its big, powerful teeth. Males have bright red colors during spawning and is somewhat subdued the rest of the year, whereas females are more brownish throughout the year. During spawning, they form breeding pairs, which can make quite the display when males are guarding their territory. But these are a tropical species, and they weren't known from California until 2015. However, today, they're actually quite common in some parts of California, so let's look at the steps as to how that advanced and how it happened. Largemouth blennies generally inhabit rocky areas, near shore and shallow water, often associated with algae growth, which invertebrates feed on, since they primarily prey on vertebrates. Their teeth are incredibly sharp for what meets the eye, and they've been known to prey on many hard-shelled invertebrates such as crabs, snails, even small urchins at times. They're one of the larger Labrosomid blennies, only being beaten by the hairy blenny in size, which is an Atlantic species that's very similar in lifestyle. The first observation occurred in California on July 15th, 2015, when Kelly Mack and Tara Howell were looking off the edge of the Marine Room restaurant in La Jolla at the rocks below. They noticed some small redfish kind of curiously hopping out of the rocks and appearing to be guarding their territory, especially when one of the small little fish chased away a full-sized California sheephead from its nest. On Halloween in 2015, Jenna Nichols was diving off Casino Point in Catalina Island and she noticed a largemouth blenny, the first sighting that was away from La Jolla and the general San Diego region. Later in 2016, during summer and fall, Mark Steele searched a large area around Fisherman's Cove in Catalina and counted a total of 19 different largemouth blennies. However, he suggests that due to their shy nature, there was likely far more in that general area. Over the next few years, their abundance continued to increase, especially in the San Diego Bay region, where they became a relatively common catch by local anglers. After that, they started to become more common in Catalina, forming their way into the ecosystem and regularly being seen as a spawning pair with the vibrant breeding male and the more dull female. Eventually, specimens were spotted as far north as Santa Cruz Island in the northern Channel Islands, and various sporadic reports from different areas in between. Personally, I've fished Redondo Harbor and actually caught a few specimens, including one that was potentially record size at near 8 inches. I personally find it quite interesting how a tropical species could suddenly adapt to the colder waters of California and settle down, begin breeding, and eventually take over most of the southern portions of the state, becoming quite common. With their bright colors and funky, albeit aggressive personality, these blennies, or Labrosomids if you must, are quite a welcome addition to California, quite a colorful addition, and quite pleasing to see, something I'm honored to have seen myself.